Israel is in day 20 of its war against the terrorist organization Hamas, with thousands of rockets being fired at Israel. There are still over 200 people being held hostage, and we've seen all sorts of things happening in the world because of this current conflict. Let's make no mistake, unequivocally, this war is happening because of Hamas's actions on October 7th and its terror attacks and terrorist agenda dating back to its very founding. This is not a war against the Palestinian people, it is a war against Hamas, who are holding the Palestinian people in Gaza hostage. Let's not have any moral ambiguity here. Every innocent life lost is a tragedy. There's no ifs, there's no buts. What there is a difference is this. There is a difference between an IDF soldier or an Israeli Air Force pilot who is doing everything in their power to avoid killing innocent civilians, and a Hamas terrorist whose sole goal is to rape, murder, butcher innocent civilians. There's a difference. They are not the same. But what I want to talk about today is closer to home. It is the absolutely disgusting rise and manifestation of anti-Semitism that we have seen right here in the United States. We have seen protests supporting the actions of Hamas, people denying that these atrocities happened. It's like Holocaust denial, but people didn't wait 60 or 70 years, they didn't even wait a few days. And now people are going to say, critics will say, no, these people aren't supporting Hamas or anti-Israel. They're supporting the innocent Palestinian people. I wish that was the case. And this is why I don't call them pro-Palestinian demonstrations, because they're anti-Israel. They're pro-Hamas. Because right after the attack happened, before Israel had even responded, there were people in the streets chanting in support of Hamas's terror attacks. There are various commentators who have been voicing support for Hamas's terrorist attacks. When you are intimidating Jewish students on campuses in America, you're not supporting the innocent people who are being held hostage by Hamas. You are supporting terrorism. When you are tearing down flyers with images of kidnapped civilians, men, women, and children, that isn't supporting peace and justice, it is being an apologist for terrorism. This situation cannot be allowed to go on. We can't have a situation where here in the United States, Jewish students, Zionist students feel unsafe when there are messages being projected onto the library of George Washington University glorifying terrorism. How is this acceptable? How is this happening? If this is purely about Israel's actions, if that is what the claim we keep hearing, that, well, what happened on October 7th was terrible, but if this is just about what Israel's activities are, for those who claim that, yes, October 7th was awful, but because of X, Y, and Z, but because of Israel, if that's the case, why are American Jewish communities feeling under siege? Why is anti-Semitism visibly skyrocketing online, in public? Why are people standing in the streets of America chanting support for Hamas, a terrorist organization which has murdered Americans, murdered Canadians, murders Israelis? Their charter says that they want to murder every last Jew. Is this what it means to be in America today? When one of our communities is threatened, all of our communities are threatened. We must stand up. We must be united against this menace of Jew hatred. We cannot allow college campuses to intimidate Jewish students. And we can't allow college campuses to continue to be a hub of terrorist sympathy. We must call them out. We must put pressure on them. If you see the videos from Cooperstown Union yesterday in New York, Jewish students had to be barricaded in the library for their own safety. It's disgusting, and it can't go on. And what it takes for this not to go on is every single one of us. All of those apathetic Americans, all of those people who care but think it's somebody else's job, make it your job. Make it your job to stand up against hatred. Make it your job to stand up against Jew hatred. Make it your job to stand up for Israel in this moment. Pastor Hagee always says, love is not what you say, love is what you do. So this is an opportunity to show what you can do. And if you need more information, you need more direction, please visit CUFI's social media channels and go to www.cufi.org/help. We must make a difference in the battle of good against evil. This is Kasim Hafeez for the CUFI Weekly. Until next week, for Zion's sake, do not remain silent.
Thanks for checking out this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe so you get a notification every time a new episode hits. And if you want to check out some of our previous episodes, and we've got some really good ones, click on one of the thumbnails and that will take you right there. And finally, if you want to know more about CUFI and the work we do, go to cufi.org to check out all the resources we have available free to you.